Welcome, welcome, welcome once again to Words Have Power. This is Teresa Hawley-Howard. I'm so excited to have another powerful, inspiring, and encouraging woman on our platform. Welcome to the show and tell us about yourself.
Hi, I am LaMorla Smith. I live in Little Rock, Arkansas, and I'm an energy healer and a life coach. And what I do is help life-driven women break through emotional barriers, clear self-limiting beliefs, and build confidence to live their most electrifying life.
That is so powerful. I know tonight we're going to discuss self-sabotage, and that is really a problem that a lot of women have, not only in business, but in relationships and life itself.
It does. It does.
So tell me a little bit of the
women.
things that you think self-sabotage looks like in a woman's life.
The women that I work with, and of course my own personal experiences, where self-sabotage is the things you do, you think, and you say that shoot you in the foot from reaching your goals or reaching your next best level in your life. Such as talking bad to someone who's helping you and you really need their help, but you're sabotaging yourself by talking bad to them. Things like that.
I think that's so true. Sometimes, I know my mother used to have a saying that said, don't bite the hand that feeds you. Sometimes when another woman is trying to help us, or even another person, it may be a man, when they're trying to help us, a lot of times we are not ready to go to that next level. Maybe we're not ready to let go of our security that where we are. You know, we know we're stuck, but we're not ready to let go of that security. So instead of admitting that we're not ready, we'll lash out at someone, or, we'll cause a scene, or we'll not accept the help that they're offering us that could really elevate us and move us to the next level.
It does. And some people say some very hurtful things to themselves and others that are very hurtful and harmful, that holds them back. And then the things that people do as well, as far as holding themselves back, like being stuck in fear or swallowing yourself in guilt every night and not talking, just holding it in until one day it just all comes out in sickness or broken relationships, or just different things that when you swallow things down and drown it out, that it comes out in negative manners.
I think that's so true. I think sometimes we just keep pushing it down, our emotions, the things that are hurtful to us, and that self-talk that we have in the mirror. I know people used to say, oh, so-and-so talks about me, or she can hurt me. I don't like the way she speaks to me, or this or that. But sometimes the way we speak to ourselves is much worse than how we would speak to anyone else, or how anyone else would dare speak to us. When we believe those things about ourselves and we're speaking it to that woman in the mirror, how can we expect her to live her best life, or excel in business and excel in relationships, or just excel at being a woman, if we don't take the time to love and support her?
It's true. And then we have to be the one to support us. I'm an advocate of self-care, big time. I believe that we have to be the one to say, look, you did good today. Don't beat yourself up. We're going to do better tomorrow. You have to say it to yourself.
I think that's so true.
Even if you have to have that friend to remind you. And I'm an advocate of having a safe, honest friend that will tell you the raw truth, no matter how it makes you feel. And
no matter how much you don't want to hear it.
Safe. But you have to have someone that you have a safe relationship with, where you want to attack that person or take it personal, and it's coming from love.
And I think we all need that one girlfriend in our life who's just going to say, girl, get over yourself. Move on. Stop it. When I first started in business, I had a business coach, and she turned out, she's one of my best friends now. But I remember when I came home from the first meeting, I told my husband, I just paid this woman to yell at me. This is not what I had in mind. I'm not going to pay her again to yell at me and tell me to get my stuff together before I try to move forward. I really want somebody to sugarcoat it for me, to hold my hand and tell me I'm doing well. Well, she was not that person.
Right.
I should have known when she did roller derby as a hobby that she was not going to be that person. It turned out to be the best thing that happened because I had people who sugarcoated it all over the place. What I needed was somebody who cut to the chase and said, do 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then get back to me. Because I was just standing in place, pretending that I wanted all these things. I wanted to have this business. I wanted to write that book. I wanted to do that. But I wasn't taking any steps. I was just wanting to all over the place. And she was like, if you really want it, you'll make it happen. You'll take a step. You'll open the notebook and write something down. Because I didn't have anything written down. I'm going to write this book, but I don't know what it's going to be about. But, that's on my list. And so she was like, no, you're listening to be realistic. If you're going to write that book, buy a spiral, get a pen, and start writing it. And I was like, oh,
I love it.
Woman to talk to me like this. But it was what I needed. Because sometimes what we want and what we need to move forward are two different things.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we need that person to be honest with us.
Right. I have always been that honest friend. And what I had to turn and flip is being that person to myself. So I will call myself, I become a professional at calling myself on bullshit. And I'll tell myself, LaMorla, that was some bullshit. And I just had to be honest with myself. And I would tell myself, what would you tell your friend? Because I'm not always an honest friend. I had to do myself like that. And it really helped push me forward.
I think that's so true. I know when I first started publishing, I would tell other women, I had great plans for them because I could plan out their books, I could plan out their outlines, their launches, and everything. But then I was always by the seat of my pants in my own personal life. I didn't have plans.
Oh.
And I was like, look, how am I going to walk into this person that I'm going to be, because that's where I want to be, if I don't call myself on the carpet once in a while? If I don't have a come to Jesus meeting, as my granny would call it, if I don't get serious about my goals, get serious about my vision, and then speak to myself accordingly, whether it be, okay, today we messed up. We ate bread, we didn't walk, whatever it was you didn't do. I didn't drink enough water, whatever it was you messed up today. It's okay because there's tomorrow. What's not okay is when you get stuck in the mess up period. And you just keep beating yourself up on things you can't change.
That's so true. I have an analogy that I like to use, that when you go to the gym, nothing in the gym changes. Nothing in there. The benches, the weights, the treadmill, the elliptical, nothing changes but you. So if you're doing the work, we're going to see it in your body. If you're not doing the work, we know ain't nothing going to change.
Right.
But nothing in the gym changes but you. Right?
Yeah, I saw this.
So you had to put in the work.
I saw that post on Facebook that said, I bought this gym membership and nothing is happening. I'm about to go down there tomorrow and see what's going on with it. So you can buy the membership, you can buy the books, you can pay for the programs, but if you don't put in the work, it's all going to stay the same.
Yes.
You might as well have gone to McDonald's.
Absolutely.
Because if you don't put in the work, it's not going to work for you. You have to make your plan and then work your plan. And I think that's one of the keys to not self-sabotaging, is to have a plan. And then, you're not always going to be perfect. You're going to mess things up. You're going to miss a deadline.
That's right.
Not be a fit with a client. Stuff's going to go wrong. It's so true. It's how you react to those problems that's important.
Yes. And you have to have a maintenance plan. You have to have a maintenance plan for when I mess up. I'm not going to beat myself up. I'm going to be compassionate with myself. I'm going to give myself some credit for what I did do. And we're going to hit this again tomorrow. We're going to keep persevering. But you got to have a spiritual maintenance plan, because you don't want to beat yourself down to where you get discouraged and then you wallow up and you quit, or you delay, or you stall. And I have definitely done that before, and it does not feel good.
Yeah, and you don't want to get stuck in the disappointment phase. You know that you messed up. There's no need to keep repeating it, to tell everybody and their sister about it. Just own up to the mistake you made and then correct it. That's the best thing about a plan, is having self-correction in that plan. Because, people think that, the shortest distance is from A to B. Well, in entrepreneurship and life, it's a zigzag line. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, but you're going to get to your destination. And you may take a few detours in a different journey, but that's okay. Not everybody's journey looks the same.
That's so true. And I think another important thing is that you have to face what's going on, face what it is. If it's procrastination, if you're lying a lot, if you're holding back stuff, whatever it is, you have to face it. And I got to give an example of like when you get a bill in the mail and you don't want to open it up, just open it up, face it, and let's see how we're going to proceed on with this.
Because it's not going away.
Right, it's not going away. It's so true.
I remember,
but you can put together the plan to get through it.
I remember when my sister was young. She's 4 years younger than me. Well, 3.5. But anyway, she got her first checking account. And she came and saw me at work, and she was like, there's something wrong at this bank. I said, what? She said, they said I have no more money. I said, well, okay, why? What's wrong? Did you not make a deposit? You know how much money? She said, look, here's my checkbook. I still have checks. How can I be out of money? I was like, oh, it don't work that way. And sometimes we look at life that way. We keep cashing and cashing and cashing and pushing and pushing and pushing. And if we're not putting anything into it, putting anything into our business, into our spirituality, into ourself, giving back to us, we can't continue to cash those checks. We can't continue to give out if we're not taking care of us. And that's one of the biggest things I think that happens with self-sabotage, because as women, we want to hold all the roles. We want to fill all the cups.
Absolutely.
We want everybody to be happy. And sometimes at the sacrifice of our own happiness and well-being. And then that's when you get disease, when you get sickness, when you get depression, when you get things
that comes
really
out.
happen.
Yes.
You feel like you reach a brick wall and you just hit it head on.
Absolutely.
Because you don't take the time to really examine what you're getting back. So you need to have friends and business colleagues and sometimes paid programs, spa day.
Yes.
Your toes done.
Yes.
Days that
Absolutely.
are good for you. Go somewhere with a good book. Unplug from everything.
Right.
I know when I first started, it was a 7-day-a-week journey. I'm going to tell you, I was because I wanted to build my business. And I really had the mentality that if I wasn't available, I'd lose the business. I had to be 24/7 on.
Right.
And that's not a true statement.
Mm-hmm.
Because if the business is for you and that client is a mesh for you, then you can work them into your schedule. And I know now Sundays,
right.
I usually do, when I do teleconferences, I'll have them 1 or 2 on Sunday night to interview. But my Sunday days are mine. You won't see me,
I feel you on that. My Saturday mornings are mine.
Yes. I get up, I do my meditation, I do my scripture, I pray, I have breakfast with my husband, I go to church, we usually have lunch, I do my grocery shopping, and just really prepare for the week, because we have to have that.
Right.
That is just kind of like some downtime. Read a book.
That's my Saturday mornings are mine. Yes, absolutely.
Whatever it is you need. You have to have
I climb the mountain every Saturday morning. I climb the mountain. It's 1,011 feet. It takes about an hour to climb. But it's therapy for me. It's my way of processing, getting in nature. It's healing. I get up there and read an ebook. I'm meditating. I'm praying. I even take a second lunch up there because I stay up there a couple of hours. But I won't even keep my grandkids on the day. My daughter will call me, Mama, can you keep Logan? No, ma'am. This is my Saturday morning, and this is my therapy, and it's a must-have. I take healing baths, 2-hour healing baths at a time, and I have a healing mix that I put in it, and it's everything to me. Everything. I work for the Department of Human Services in my day job in the daytime, and I work with kids that commit crimes, and it's a really high impact and stressful job, but I love it. I've been doing it 18 years, so I love helping children and families move through. And I work with a lot of mothers who are so depleted from their children, wiping them out from one incident that happened and disrupted their whole family. And you never know when that one incident is, it's going to knock you off your game. And so you have to have these spiritual practices or routines and rituals in place to keep you sane, to keep you grounded, so you can execute when you need to for your family and for yourself.
I think that's so true. Yeah. I know, like I said, we are mothers. A lot of us, we have moms of our own that we're taking care of sometimes. I know I'm in that generation. Right. I had my grandchildren for almost 2 years here, And then I had my mom and my aunt has a
Wow.
so I had them, and I was like stressed to the
That's
max.
a
And
lot of
there were
work. Yes,
days I
ma'am. That's a
couldn't
lot
even
of
go in the
work.
bathroom by myself because 2 little kids was following.
Oh my
You
God.
know, I was like,
Yes.
please, Lord, just let them take a nap. Something, help me out.
Wow.
You know, but we have those
I
moments.
have I have one to help.
We cannot stay in that zone. We can't stay in that hyperactivity part because we're going to burn ourselves out. We have to learn to relax.
Right.
Even with them, I had to learn to shut the bedroom door and just say, Mimi needs 5 minutes, please.
Absolutely.
You know, I got to
You have to
pray.
put boundaries on your family. Yes.
Mm-hmm. You have to, and you have to.
You have to put big boundaries on your family.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to put barbed wire, you know, because they're not listening to the boundary. So you have to really stand firm on
I remember I had to do it with my great grandmother.
Yeah.
I had to do it with my great grandmother. She was in her 90s, and I would give my aunt a break and keep her at my house on the weekend sometimes. And she would have my daughter going up and down the stairs, up and down. I said, Mother, she's not going up them stairs no more. I need you to make a list of everything you need her to do, and we're going to go up this step one time. But she is not going up and down these stairs no more. And she kind of laughed at me. She called me out, but no, this is how we're going to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And I like to also tell people to put boundaries on your kids. And I'm really an advocate of adult kids. You have to put the brakes on them, and sometimes I'm a chopping block.
I know they bounce right back.
No, yes, ma'am. Yes, so
that's what I tell my husband.
Do.
Because I've been married 5 years to my husband, and it was just us for the first 2 years. It was so nice, and then my kids bounced. And I was like, oh my God, this is not what I had planned in my 40s. My girls are grown. I've got these 4 grandkids and this daughter bouncing in and out. And I was like, no, I'm not supposed to be diapering and potty training at 46 and 7. Right. This is not natural.
That's right.
And so finally I just had to say, I love y'all, but we got a timeline. You know, you got to get it.
That's right.
You know,
that's right.
And that's just the way life is. But the thing is that if we don't put a boundary on them, we're not helping them. We're not helping them in life.
It's really like generational sabotage. It's like generational sabotage, because when you put boundaries on them, you teaching them to do it for themselves.
Yeah.
Well, because I hear things my daughter say. She'll say, "Well, my mama always told me to behind my back, but I would love to go model boundaries for her so she can continue to do it when her children get grown." Say, no, this is not how it's gonna go. You can't come to my house when you want to. You're going to respect my house. If you mess it up, clean it up. Same household rules. Yes.
I had the same rules. I make a grown child get out quick. When you had to say, oh, you got to be in by midnight. I'm going to need to know where you're going to be if you're not going to be in by midnight.
I like that. I love that.
You know, and they'd be like, what? Mama, I'm 30 years old. Well, 30 years old live on their own. When you live on your own, you can come in, go.
I love that.
But you're going to stay here, or you're going to be locked at midnight. You might have to sleep out in your car.
I had to do my son like that about introducing different dates that he want to bring them to my house. I said, oh, no.
Oh, no, you ain't bringing
them.
One
6 months. If you keep one 6 months, then I will meet her. But it's not no revolving door. Come meet my mama day. No. Keep
and I don't usually months, like them.
Then I'll meet her.
Yeah,
right. And then my son said, Mama, you be, yeah. He says, Mama, you be on one, and I'm going to stay on one.
Yeah.
But you got to put that boundaries on, and it's healthy for me, and it's healthy for him. And hopefully he will model that with his children one day.
Right. And we want to model that behavior because we want to raise children who are independent, who can take care of themselves, and who really learn to love themselves and believe in themselves. And so those boundaries are healthy.
Right.
You know, we don't want to sabotage the next generation by saying, come stay in my house and play video games all day because, you know, I got you. Mm-hmm. No, I don't got you.
Oh, and it's so unproductive. That's so unproductive. Yes. Mm-hmm. One thing I like to talk to my clients about.
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing I like to work with my clients about, a lot of women, sometimes we tell stories on our kids that's not true, and we act like we have these perfect kids and we don't. But let's be honest. Mm-hmm. Let's be honest so you can help them help themselves, because they know the stories that we tell on them. They hear it. But we got to be honest about our kids' behavior and how we can help them through it. You don't have to tell everybody what's going on in your business. You can definitely be discreet, but you don't have to go, it's not helping you or that kid going around saying, well, I have this honor student who has perfect behavior and my kid never. Sometimes it's not that way. And when it's
I don't
not that
ever
way,
say
learn
my
about
kid
it. It's
never.
so,
Because my children have
but
done
it's
some
such
things.
self-sabotage.
I mean, and
It's such self-sabotage because
and that's what I
you
tell them.
swallowing in them lies every
Mhm.
night. Yes.
And then, and the thing is then we're setting our children up because they know that
Yes.
they're not achieving those things. And so then they feel like, well, no need for me to do anything because mama's just going to tell them whatever she wants them to hear anyway. She's going to make
That's right. And when I had one client to finally get comfortable to just come on out and tell me what was going on with her adult child, she had a 20-year-old in the home where she's having some issues. And she finally came on out with it. So we finally got a plan together for her. She got a release closet in her house. And I was so super excited. It was like a little mattress in there, a pillow. It was like a little table with a candle on it. Her Bible was in there. And there was a pillow in there for her to hit, beat up, and scream, whatever she had to do in that closet. So we called it her release closet because this 20-year-old was driving her insane. But yes, you have to do what you have to do. Yes, and just be honest about where we are with our children, and we have to help them through it. But you have to be honest and call it. It's almost like the analogy with opening up the bills. Let's just look at it, acknowledge
it's not
it.
going away.
Yes,
and it's not going to change. I know my sister used to say, I put these in this pile and then they'll move on. No, it don't work that way. Just because you got them over in that pile of unopened mail, they still know where you live to cut it off.
Yes.
You probably need to open it.
Exactly.
Hey, you make a payment plan or plan not to eat out that week.
All that.
Bill something, but you need to make a plan. Because if not, you're going to be in the dark.
It's like I know. It's like I know when I'm not getting enough rest, or I've let something irritate me, or I have not done my proper rituals the way I'm supposed to, and I may fall off my game. I'm a serial snacker when I do that. I'm just snacking away. I'm like, hold up, stop. Why are you overeating? Stop it right now. I just call myself out. Why are you overeating? Why are you on all these snacks? Why did you buy all this candy?
If you don't buy
I had to face my problem. What's really going on? Right. I had to face my problem. What's really going on? It's not about this. What's really going on?
Yeah.
So we had to call ourselves out sometime too. Absolutely. I'm an advocate of that. We're gonna keep on coming back.
Right. You gotta pluck it from
it's
the
almost
root.
like when you smell a smell in the kitchen sometimes, you don't know where it's come from. You tear the kitchen up and it's the onions or the potatoes that you need to throw away that you never think about. But it's gonna keep sinking and sinking and sinking until you acknowledge it and get it out your system.
Right. So tell everybody how they can reach out to you, how they can get in contact with you.
Yes. I am on Facebook as LaMorla Smith Coaching. That's my Facebook business page. Send me a direct message and I'll be happy to talk to anyone about breaking through barriers, building confidence, self-limiting beliefs. I combine coaching with energy healing to help my clients get quicker results. And we do it at a healing at a cellular level. We go deep with it.
Thank you so much for coming on and being a part of our summit. It has been such a blessing to have you on. Yes. Y'all make sure that you hit the subscribe button and that you connect with her because you know that you're going to need to set those boundaries to really make sure that you're not self-sabotaging those dreams and ambitions that all of us have. Thank y'all so much for listening. Absolutely. And y'all have a blessed day. As always, words have power and let's use them to change the world together.